And this morning I want to talk about making of a good family. What is the recipe you need to work on so that you can enjoy your home? And we're looking at it. Parenting is very powerful. God started parenting Job when he created man in the book of Genesis. You remember that, Genesis 26. And then you find that it's not good for the man to be alone. And for him, he need help. I found that he cannot carry certain assignment out by his own. So he gave him a wonderful woman. And actually, he presented the woman to him, not as a wife. But the man looked at the woman and I said, if you look at it, God did not say, this is your wife. The Bible said he presented the woman to him. And Adam opened his mouth. And he said, this shall become what? A woman. Person that carry woman. And he began to talk. Man began to talk. When man loves something, they talk a lot. So he began to talk. He said, "His bone after my own bone, and because of this, I will leave my parent." This man talking, I will leave my parent and hook to him. Now, some of you you are not ready to leave your parent. You remember you said that before. Said, "I will hook to him," and that's why since you are the one that said it, that's fine. So when the woman also came, he said, "The man have said that he will leave his parent and hook to you. So your own love also will only be to him." So it is very important. And Bible said God normally come cool of the day and shout with them. He rebuked them. Remember, they was angry with them. He rebuked them very harsh. He sent them out from the place. But while they were going also, even rebuking them, he found that they are naked. He has to kill and sacrifice and cover their nakedness. Now, parenting is a very deep word. Even though sometimes you get angry, you still want to cover the naked of your child. You are still there to fight for them. So we're looking at the parenting, and we're looking at how to make your family good. Making of a good family. Making of a good family. How can I enjoy my family? How can I make it the best that God wanted it to be? And I always say this to people, because you didn't enjoy good family background does not mean that your children cannot enjoy family background. Because you grew up in a family that is full of bitterness and sorrow, you can change the orientation. You can change it in your own life. You can tell yourself, I don't want to go through what my mom went through. I don't want to go through what my father go through. I have a decision to make. I can enjoy my life. And when I got married, the first thing I told my wife, my father is a pastor, and the pastoral have changed now. I grew up in a way where the pastoral is very deep. That when they are transferring, they don't care about the school of your children. They just carry them. Either they're about to write exam, they will tell them, and you move. And my education is moving with it also. We're supposed to get promoted. We start from another state. You will start all over again. Like 3 times you repeating class. And it's so funny. And they don't care. It's just you are doing the work of what? Work of God. And the life of the children are going haywire. But it's the work of God. But God has been faithful. So I learned something from that, and I want us to read together some Bible verse that I want us to look into. One Bible verse, 1 Timothy chapter 3 verse 4. 1 Timothy chapter 3 verse 4. 1 Timothy chapter 3 verse 4. I want everybody to look at it. We're going to read it together. 1 Timothy verse 4, and I won't rush. Anyway, I can get to it. We get second service. If you want to really enjoy today, you can stay for second service if you have the chance. Verse 4, let's read together. One that rule well his own house. The word rule also is called managed. One that ruled well his own house, having his children in subjection with all gravity. The word gravity said also there is dignity. So I want you to know that family are the bedrock of any nation, of any life, of any state, of any destiny. And God doesn't joke with it. God himself doesn't joke with family. He started it and he wants it to be great. All families are different. You can never see families that are the same. It will be an error for you to be comparing your family to other family. To be error for you to be comparing your wife to other wives. It will be error for you to be comparing your husband with other husband. It will be error for parents to be comparing your children. Don't you see John is doing? No, the background is different. We are all different, and that is what makes life beautiful. Variation. That's why some people are short, some people are tall like me, some people are slim, some people are, God has blessed them. Some people are okay. And the colors is to bring variation to the kingdom of God. The attitude we see sometimes in different children has to do with their destiny. Whoever said that Paul can be a pastor? A Paul that is determined to kill. He killed without anything. But God used him with that incident. Who can talk about Thomas? Who can talk about Timothy? That is very quiet. He doesn't talk. But Paul have to be telling him, don't, because of your quietness, don't let people take advantage of you. Be strong. Be strong. You see, the way they are and the way your family dynamics is, that is how God wants to use you. To blend the nation, to make the environment great, and to make the kingdom of God great. Tell somebody, my family is great. Tell out to yourself, my family is great. Tell yourself, my family is good. With the right amount of work, to get the best for our home, to get the best for your family, it requires works. Can you say that? We are preaching together. Tell somebody, it requires works. It requires determination. It requires consistent prayer. So it requires works, determination, and consistent prayer. You need to work on it. You need to work on it. You see, when you brought all these kids to the world, they didn't ask you to bring them to the world. But listen to me, sometimes they are exposed to what you didn't expose to. And listen, many times we always want to deal with things in our own mind. Do you know, many of you, when you marry, you want your wife to be like you. If it's not talking like you, you have issue. If it's not behaving the way you want her to behave, you have like you. Some of you wife also, you want your husband to know everything. Don't you know that I'm feeling bad? Can't you read me? I can't read you. I'm not you. We assume in everything, and we assume that they have to be that way. No. It requires works. We need to be patient. We had this yesterday. Be patient with each other. Start working out. Start studying my attitude. Start learning the temperament of each other. It requires what? It requires determination. When we are not really determined to make it work, that is when things fall apart. Because it's not easy. Tell somebody it's not easy. Tell somebody it's not easy. And it requires consistent prayer. What did I call it? That is why the Bible says men ought to pray, not to faint. It said men have to pray in all season. That means we don't have time to rest. You have to be praying concerning things that is going well. You have to pray concerning that is not doing well. You have to pray concerning things that are less to do well. So consistent praying, you can make your family great. Your family can be wonderful. Your family can be great. No one's family is perfect. There is no perfection now. Bible says until we get to heaven, there's no perfect home. There's no perfect husband. There's no perfect. The reason why God even give you that husband is because it's not perfect. That's why I call you. You are there to help him. The reason why God gave you that woman that you went to meet and you said, I love you, Toritoro, and I want to marry you, is because God knows that he is not perfect. But you can make your family great. With the scope of the grace God have given you, you can enjoy yourself. You can have peace. Tell somebody that we have peace. Tell somebody that we have peace. If we look at that Bible verse that we read, the book of 1 Timothy chapter 3 verse 4. What Bible verse did we read this morning? I wanted to say it after me so that you will remember by next week Sunday. Say 1 Timothy chapter 3 verse 4. Say again. Say 1 Timothy chapter 3 verse 4. He said, he that wants to have a best home must be able to manage or rule his own house. Now, some of you that are managers here, how many people are managers here? Or you are above managers level. You know that they don't just mean refer the manager. What manager means that you are able to talk to people you are leading. That means you are leading people. That's why they make you to manage them. Managing means to see to the affair that the things doesn't fall apart. As a man in the house, you are there to manage the home. You are able to speak. If you don't have good human relationship, they can't make you a manager. If you can't keep secret of your home and protect your department, they can't make you a manager. If you can't carry your department to the next level, they have to demote you. Because the reason why they make you the manager is to move beyond the level they gave the marriage to you. Oh, when you married a woman, I think you watched a video last week. Women are they say they are productive. They are incubator. So if you give them one word, it could become 10 words. If you give them a egg, if you give them a sperm, what happened to it? A baby. So if you make life miserable to them, what do you get? So because you have now married and the woman have come to your house, I said something yesterday. Because the woman married you the way you are now does not mean you have to remain that way in next 10 years. So your work as a man is to make sure that you don't remain. He must be able to manage. That's what the Bible said. Be able to rule, manage the home. Manage it that it doesn't fall apart. So for man, there is responsibility on you. There's a lot of work on us. There's a lot of work on us. So we must be able to do that. And see what he said, that be able to his own household well. with all dignity, keeping his children submissive. What does that mean? Be able to guide them so that they don't shift away from the plan of God for them, for their life. To monitor them, to help them, to direct their destiny. Submissive, to be able to let them know what needs to be done. There is a stage to discipline a child. There's a stage that you don't discipline again, you keep on talking. There's a time when you start even talking, they don't listen to you. You have to learn. That is what makes your home great. That's why my home will be great. Because good management it's a work on itself. So many of you that are parents doesn't read book about parenting. You just believe that it's my child. No, you need to read book. You need to come for seminar. Some of you didn't come for the seminar yesterday. And you say your kids are talking this morning. Some of you are getting agitated. They said they can't talk to you out. They reply, it means you might give them backhand. So they decide not to talk, to be looking at you. Since every family and each person is unique, there is no magic in getting the best out of your home. So we all need to work on it. That's why you need to work on it. But there are some basic principles that will help you create a good home. And I want to talk about some of these few principles, which will help each member to grow spiritually, which will help you to grow emotionally, and which help you to grow relationally. So some of them, number one, I'm just going to talk about, maybe I'm going to talk about two in this first service. Number one recipe that you need to work on for your home to be at peace is respect each other. Tell somebody, respect each other. I can hear you say louder now. The book of Ephesians chapter 5 verse 21. I'm reading 21 and 33. Ephesians 5, 21. See what he said. It says, submitting yourself one to another in the fear of God. One to another. It's not saying that women have to just submit alone, or man have to just submitting yourself to one another means respect each other. And then some of you normally say respect is reciprocal. You talk down your husband in presence of his friend. Oh, that is dangerous. You talk down your wife in presence of your family. Some of you men, you help your wife if no family is there. The moment family is there, you just fold your hand so that they will not talk that he has given you food to eat. No, tell them who has been giving you food to eat before. It become a thing that you are shy to hold on and help your wife while your family is there. That means something is wrong with you. Respect each other. Not them alone, respect your children also. See them as somebody that is very important in the family. Because that is your nation, that is your company. Oh, that is your group. Are you getting in? You, your wife, your husband, and your children. I'm not talking about the extended family now. You, your wife, your husband, and your children. They are very powerful. That's your team, your football team. If you are not cooperative, you won't win any score. You will lose throughout the whole year. You need to come together. You need to respect that. See what he said in verse 33. Nevertheless, let every one of you in particular so love his wife even as himself, and the wife see that she reverence her husband. So honor your husband, respect your wife. We have to respect each other. It is highly important. Realize that you may be able to choose your own friend, but you don't have control over the family. You've married them. Those children, you didn't choose them. You brought them to the world. You gave birth to them. They came through you. They didn't choose you. You choose them. You said, I want a child, and God gave it to you. It says, be an hero that you came to the world, and you are here, and you are not responsible as a parent. So you need to respect them. You are not bound to them. Respect them for the assignment God have given to you over their life. See what he said, Ephesians chapter 6. I want to read some verse. Ephesians chapter 6. We're talking about number one, respect each other. Ephesians 6. I'm reading from verse 1. It said, children, listen also, obey your parents in the Lord. Obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Honor thy father and mother. I love one thing he said there, which is the first commandment with promise. Obey your father and your mother, no matter the level, the wisdom, the knowledge you have. Honor them. Honor your parents. If they didn't bring you to the world, you won't be anywhere. If they said when they had the pregnancy, I don't want this pregnancy, and they abort it, what will you have done? But may the Father, you are here, and you came through them. Honor them. For that alone, thank you for bringing me to the world. And sometimes they might not understand what you are going through. Sometimes they might not understand the new level that you are. They might not be able to handle your new outlook, your new things that you are learning now, but still honor them. with patience. Honor them. Every parent, always as time goes on, they begin to see the good thing about you. Even though sometimes they want to instill some discipline, as time goes, you don't stay with them for long. But as long as you are with them, honor them. Tell somebody, honor your parent. And you honor them because Bible said it's the first commandment and it comes with promises. It says, so that your day may be long. You want to live long? And when we're talking about living long, it means to enjoy life. You want to enjoy life, destiny, honor your father and your mother. Now see what he said here. Verse 3, I'm reading Ephesians 1 from verse 3. That it may be well with thee, and thou mayest live long on the heart. Well with thee. Not just live a struggling life, not just live a difficult life, honor them. So let us respect each other. It doesn't matter sometimes, some parents are not there for you when you need them. Sometimes they run away. Sometimes because they couldn't face some challenges of life, they let their guy down for their responsibility. But that is not your way to disrespect them. Still honor them if you don't want to repeat their error. Honor them as your parent if you want to repeat the error. Because you see, it's only God that helps us. Nobody is perfect. And the last one on that Bible verse, Ephesians 6, for parents. And ye fathers and mother. I put mothers there. So when they say father, they mean both of you. Say father. He said the word, you use X, fathers. So sometimes it could be mother that is fathers. It could be mother that is fathers. So sometimes some father, real father are not there. So you are the father and mother to them. See what he said in that Bible verse in verse 4? Provoke not your children to wrath, but bring them up in the nature and admonition of God. So sometimes be careful what you say to those kids. Be careful how you talk to them. Be careful what you do. They don't prefer one than other. Don't create enmity. You see, what you do now will determine if those kids will be one when they grow. Because if you started separating them now, making them know that you prefer one than the other, when they grow, they will see the other one as a preferred child. And fine, you see, sometimes when people grow up, when I want to marry now, I say some things about my family to my wife. But I'm very careful also. There are some things that is good, there are something that is not good. So if that has been that he has always been tagged as evil in the family, and he wants to marry, he said that to his wife. If his wife has a temperament that doesn't forgive easily, you see every one of you in the family, and he will separate you. No matter how big you are, you know that you don't like his husband, you don't like his... Everybody fight for their home. He will defend his husband. He defends her husband. And you find that you are just coming, they don't like you. Be careful how you separate your children. Bring them together. Speak to them. Now, sometimes some of them are wonderful. Some of them are just want to be what they want to be. You need love to hold them together. Tell somebody you need love to hold them together. And lastly, from that Bible verse, I'm reading 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 7. We're talking about respecting each other. It said, likewise, ye husband, dwell with them according to what? To knowledge. Giving honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel, and as being here together of the grace of life, that your prayer will not be hindered. Man, your prayer can be hindered. If you are treating your wife like a trash, you can't talk. If you talk too much, before you know it, you slap. So some of you still slap your wife. And you will come here, oh Lord, do it. You are just wasting your time. And no wonder you say your life is not moving forward, because you won't move forward. I'm not cursing you, but that's what the Bible said. It said, deal with your wife with knowledge. You see, the knowledge which I will deal with my wife is different. You all know your wife better. That's why we say when you marry somebody, quickly learn their weakness and know the difference in their strength. Because their weakness should be your strength. Where they are weak is where you're supposed to be strong. They will not always be strong. Where they are strong, you will find that where your wife is strong, you are weak in those areas very well. And don't compete. It's no need of competing. They are helpmates. When I know I'm weak in this place, I told you yesterday, I don't know how to manage money. So my wife knows how to manage money. So who control money in the house? My wife. The other way, it doesn't work with investment. I'm the one manage the money, but let us invest. I can take risk. I can fight on it. So you have to do that. There is no need of ego. I'm the man of the house. And your life is dying. And God placed helper with you, and you thought, why women should not know that I'm making, women should not know. Women doesn't talk when man is talking. Those things are erotic and stupid things that happen in olden age. Do you know what happened in those days? Those men have 10 wives. And the reason why they keep some word, they don't know who want to kill them among them. So they keep a lot of word to them. Yeah. They keep a lot of things they don't say because they don't know who want to kill them among the wives. Who want to put food, so they don't know. That's why sometimes they guide all the many people that have come from polygamous home. They cover each other. If they are telling you this about your children, they won't let the other woman to know. Because they don't know if I want to hinder the glory of this child. That is what happened then. But now you married to a whole wife, somebody, one person, and you are a whole woman being. A whole. Not half. And you are keeping some things and you are done. That's why men die easily. You keep so much in you that you can't handle. You keep so much. So respect each other. Tell somebody to respect each other. My time is fast, man. Let me give you one more and we're going to pray. Number 2, we stretched this yesterday. I think that Bamdele said, be honest. Be what? Oh, be honest. I always say this when we're having men's program. Said, don't try to start lying with your wife. Most of the time, women always trust, give all their heart. If you start lying, they caught you lying. You've made them a professional liar because they'll be more powerful. You know, their 2 brain is working. They have the 2 intuition that is working at the same time. So when they caught you lying, what you just did, you just give them power to manipulate your destiny. Because they will do it better than what you do. They will do better than what you do. They won't say anything, they'll just be looking at you. And sure, you know that man doesn't know how to keep words. We don't know. By mistake, you will say what you are not supposed to say. They won't say anything. They will be looking at you. Be honest. Be open concerning what you are doing. And we said something yesterday, even with your finances. If it's $2,000 you are making every month, let her know that it's $2,000 we are making. We are going to pay mortgage. You know what she's making? Most of the time, women will tell you what they are making. It's men that normally always keep secrets. They won't say it. Let her know. If you know that 1,000, I've already spent 700 from the money, and 1,002 from the money, and you want to go and buy things of 1,003, you know that will not possible. If you have planned already and we have saved, you know the money. If you brought it on the table, I need to buy this shoe. Leviton, what do you want to buy for 3,000? Lou, oh, thank you very much. And how much? That bag is something else. 3,000, 4,000. Daddy say a bag? Yes, a bag. I have one. I'm serious, I have one. They blessed me with one. I told the person, why don't you give me money? I've not used it till then, though, but we'll use it one day. Because if I bring it to church, some of you will not be giving me blessing. Should I tell you the truth? It's true now. I've not started bringing it. Someone said, Pastor, you are okay. You're not even blessing me. When last you blessed this pastor, the leaders in your department, when last you blessed them? So if you now see the back, say, Pastor, Pastor, bring it. I told my wife, said, I've given it to you. Be using it. Bring it to the table and let them know your heart, that this is what we have. Honest. Be honest to each other. And be honest to your children. Let them know when you don't have. Let them know that you are going through something. Many times we hide a lot. I'm not saying everything you open up to them because that can affect them also. Some of your children are so emotional, you're supposed to know them. Some of them know that when you are going through trouble, it can cripple them. You don't open up to those ones. You know that they are weak a little bit. But tell them something that you are going through so that they can learn from you. Tell them that it's God that have helped us. Tell them that you need strength. We need to work together as a team. Tell them don't keep secrets. So if you are not honest and you are keeping secrets, there are many things you will not know that is going on in your house. The children will not talk to you. Your wife will not be able to talk to you. And for the first time, you don't even respect her. You don't even respect him. So many things they'll be talking to outsider instead of talking to you. I said this to all men. When your wife have thought confident than you are in trouble. Before anything happens, before he talks to you, he has already talked to 2 people before. There's a problem. That means you are not a good husband. Neither are you a good wife. So you should be the first person. If he's going through tough time at work, can she call you and say, honey, I don't know what's going on. They are messing with me. So he can say, don't worry, even though you don't have answer. Yeah, they don't need your answer. They just want you to comfort them. Want you to be there for them. Be honest. Tell somebody beside you, stop lying. Tell somebody, stop lying. Colossians 3:9 here said, do not lie to each other. Since you have taken off your old self with his practice, take off. Do not lie to each other. God wants us to be honest. This is one of the recipes that can build a good home. This is one of the recipes that can make your home to be wonderful. And I believe if you can work on this, your home will be great. Tell somebody, my home will be great. In order to have a blessed family, remember what we're talking about, making of a good family. To have a conducive and a good family require major three things. Number one, it require works. Tell somebody works. Say it out loud. Work. Require determination. And require consistent prayer. What doesn't it require? Works. Determination. Now, why did it need works? Because we came, you and your wife, you came from different background, and you are bringing up a child that is fighting with different background. Are you getting it? He's fighting because it's coming from two of you. You and your parent, if you calculate the tree, you know the tree of life. Your wife come from two parents. Your husband come from two parents. How many of you now? You now become three. And the child came out of 6 genealogy, and we're not talking about their own parent. So let's just stop at that 6. So you're carrying different traits. Sometimes you are looking at their attitude. Where do you get this attitude from? Maybe it's from your grandparent. That some of you don't even know. So sometimes you require patience. And God never makes each family to be the same. There are variations. And that's what makes life beautiful. So it's an error for you to be comparing your family with another family. It is an error for you to be comparing your wife with another person's wife. It's an error for you to be comparing your husband with somebody else's husband. Because we are different. And the one God have given to you, you need to manage it. Now, some of you missed yesterday. Do you know that there are 5 levels of romantic stages? Now, many times, the first one is easy when you love him and you are just, I love you, Tori. Then when you are in that level that the love is so high, no matter what anybody wants to say, you won't listen. We call it the first level of romantic stages. The second level is where the problem starts. And then you have to learn the language of your wife. Learn what is important to her or what is important to him. We learn that love language. Remember all those love language? Some of them want word of affirmation. Your wife wants you to be telling her, I love you, Tori, all the time. Now, sometimes you don't have time for that when you are doing business. And sometimes they want act of service. They want you to be servicing them. When they are working in the kitchen, they want you to hard work. Some of them want you to be able to communicate well, to stand by them. Some of you want you to be giving them gifts. Those are the romantic second stage. The third stage is so funny. And if you miss the second stage, there's tendency that two of you start avoiding yourself because misunderstanding will start coming. And if you don't settle it, the third stage comes in separation. And not separation. You find that you start staying apart for a while, quarreling, and you get to the last stage where eventually you are staying in the same house, but you are separated. You are sleeping together on the same bed, but you don't talk. You don't discuss business together. But God wants us to work on our marriage, work on our family, so that we can get the best. Tell somebody that we get the best. Tell somebody that we get the best. Now, let me start. There are some recipes that we need to work on that can give our family a good basis and a good home. Number one, I talk about it, respect each other. Tell somebody respect each other. You hear in the first service, the kids, the teenage say something. Respect us also. See us, value us. See us very important in the home. Don't see us that we're just a child and you just talk us down. You just see us as if we're nobody. Because they made something, they made a mistake that you haven't made. You made the worst one when you are growing up. Then you now rain all the curses of the world upon their life. And you now bring all the punishment of life upon their life. That's a respect them. Respect each other. Number 3, have a family prayer altar. You want peace of mind? You need prayer. Teach them how to pray. You might not pray for 1 hour. You might not pray for 30 minutes. Even if it's for 10 minutes, find time and pray. If they knew that, if they find out that is our culture when we're going through things and when things are okay, when you are not there and they are faced with challenges, they will pray. It might not be a long prayer, but God sees their heart. That with open heart, you have invested in them. You see, their life is better than your home because you are praying every day. Some of you, your father is herbalist who never pray. Some of you, none of them even know God, but you know God. Their life is better. But if you now have this altar to it, that once a while, even not every day, you pray with them. Do you know that they won't stay with you for long? Have you noticed that when they are looking for school, they are looking for school far away from you? Have you noticed? When they are looking for school, they are looking for school far away. They will be going to California. You are here. And you can't get angry and go. It's 6.5-hour flight to go to California. Start training them out to school to pray. Find time and pray with them. And sometimes they are in school, they don't want you to disturb them. Try to pray with them. Find time to pray with them. Try time to be open with them. Then when you are praying with them, don't go over spirit and be speaking in tongues that they don't know what you are talking about. Simple prayer that they will understand. Simple prayer they will understand. Pray with them. Tell somebody, pray with them. If Paul says on the book of Ephesians chapter 3 verse 14, he said, for this reason I bow my knee before the Father, from whom every family in heaven and on earth is named. You must find an altar in your place where you pray, in your house. Hold their hands and pray. Either in your car, find time and pray. And it's very important. Number 3. Is it number 4? For you to really have a good home, make a sound financial decision. Make a sound what? Be an healthy stewardship of the blessing God have given to you. You must manage the money God have given to you. Now, poverty is not generational. You can break it. Are you getting it? I preached a message last 3 years. I remember I was looking at the message in Nigeria when I traveled recently. I said, if you are not born with silver spoon, find one and put it in your mouth. And it's possible. Make up your mind that you will break poverty. Challenge every expensive you have. If you are not supposed to be wearing expensive suits, there are cheap suits. There are thrift store. Nobody knows. Iron it very well. Nice shirt, $9. You don't need to be buying shirt of $200. Why are you buying what do you call it? Pink what? Thomas Pink. Thomas Pink shirt is $200. Why do you want to buy Thomas Pink? Why they are selling other Vehos shirt in Jesse Garden Mall for $9, $10? It looks like a joke. Cut your coat according to your size. Not according to your size, even according to your material. You don't need to button. If the suits will reach here, it's okay. Just wear it. Let people know that it's suit. You don't need to button it. Let it reach here. Listen to me. Everything, the way you manage your life, your children are looking at it. Every decision you make financially, they look at it. They normally hear you when you are telling your husband, your wife that we don't have. You know, some people's family language, the language you hear, that is not enough. I don't have. They ask you for school food. I don't have. They ask you, Daddy, can you buy McDonald's? No, I don't have. Everything about your life, you don't have. You have, you mismanage it. A borrower is a servant to a lender. Manage your finances. You want a peace of mind? If it's $200,000, if it's $2,000 you are making every month, manage it. Don't go and take a house that will be paying $3,000 every month. Because life is in stages. Where you are now does not mean that's where you will be next time. You will always change level. You will always change level. Because God never allow you to remain the same. Bible said it can change. His mercy are new every morning. So it can change your level if you're ready. Because you must be ready to change your financial determination. You must put God in your... Many of you are working. Some of you don't tithe. You believe tithing is a sin. No. You tithe. You give. You see, the hand of a giver is always where? Genesis said, the seed time and the harvest time, we never said. The day you stop seeding, giving, you don't harvest. People that are in the business world know about it. Because you are investing now does not mean that the return is not coming. It says, sow your seed in the morning and in the night, because you don't know when God will bless you. Make a sound financial decision. When they are doing a project that have to do with God, because it's God that gives you power to make wealth, involve in it. Some of you will be doing project, you will not involve. Say, God understand. God understand. Do you remember what he said? He said, poor people will always be among you always, but I reject it. You will not be poor. Because what you accept is what you become. So that means your mouth carry power. Don't tell yourself that. And I want to challenge all the young ones. You see, if you see your parents struggle, tell yourself, I will not struggle. Not because you want to do 419, not because you want to say drop, but you tell yourself, I will make it. And be focused. Tell somebody, be focused. And you will make it in Jesus' name. Number 5, practice effective communication. Tell somebody, communication. Now, if you stop talking, you kill your marriage, and you kill your home, and you kill your children. Someone said women talk 300 words per minute. So that is why it's more. I had this more. That is why when you are talking to them and you have stopped, they are still talking. And you are telling, I'm done. Can we quick? No, they are still talking because the 300 have to go out per minute. And when you are closing it in them, you are killing them. Have you noticed that they gravitate to those that listen to them a lot? Yeah, they gravitate to your wife gravitates to those that listen to them a lot, that spend time. That's why those guys that doesn't know anything, that can talk, can marry the best wife. And those that you talk to, you are good. Let your mouth be said. You marry junk. Learn to talk. How did you toast your wife? Now that you marry, you are not talking anymore. Find time, spend time and talk. Spend time, make your wife laugh, make your husband laugh. Listen to me. For some of us that have married for a while, you know that it's not a bed of roses. And marriage is meant for fighting and settling. And I told you earlier on, we are from different backgrounds. Are you getting? And you can't change anybody. Stop having the mind that when I marry this girl, I will change her. Or when I marry this brother, I will change her. No, you can't. It's only God that can change. We are only adapting because of love. Are you getting it? So, try to communicate very well to your wife, to your husband. And we said something very important yesterday, and that kills many things. When things happen in your home, stop using a very strong word that will crush the other party. We used one yesterday, and a lady, we said, I don't feel loved anymore. How many men have had that? I don't feel loved. Some of you are pretending. I've had that sometimes. I don't feel loved. My wife said, I don't feel loved. And I said, with all these things that I'm doing, focusing on you alone, not looking at any other girl. I'm not bad. I'm also a fine guy. Am I not fine? So with all this 100% attention, and I will hear, hey, you don't help me. I'm trying. I will sweep the floor. Am I not trying? I will carry garbage. Am I not trying carrying garbage? I'm the only one doing snow. I'm not trying. But do listen to some things. That's why we come to that. Learn the language of your partner. Now, be careful of the word you use when you are going through some challenges. And someone said, words are like a egg. When it gets you can't pack it up again. Sometimes some people can manage words than each other. Some people can dwell on a word for 2 years. Some people can dwell on it for 2 days. Be careful the way you use word. Be careful when your partner is talking to you. Ignoring also is a word. It's a communication. Ignoring can be annoying also. Don't use annoying word. And if you know that you have a very sharp tongue, very sharp, it's good because it's useful sometimes. It might be useful at your job, but might not be useful in your house. So you have to learn how to manage how you communicate. Tell somebody, manage your tongue. Now, Brother Paul was saying that that tongue looks small, but it can set the whole house, not your body alone, on fire. And I've learned how to communicate good word. Tell somebody good word. I can say good word. Lastly, always speak edifying word to your family. Edifying what? Edify each other. Tell somebody edify each other. Now, edify each other means to exhort each other. Praise your wife sometimes. Praise your husband. Now, we learned something from the kids that I just spoken at. Appreciate them for what they've done good. Not all the time when they make mistakes on a tell them that's okay. Sometimes it's good to make mistakes, but at least you did something well. Edify each other. Edify. We are looking for good home. Edify. Stop looking for error all the time. Error all the time. Stop complaining about error. I know you will make a mistake. I know you will not listen. I know. Those words kills home. Edify each other. Edify each other. Because God wants us to make it. Do you know many times God edified us? He talks to us as if we are mates. He said, you are no more servant, but you are son. He said in book of Psalm, he said, you are God even. You are not even ordinary, you are God. Psalm 89, he said, you are God. Know that you are God. That anything you desire, you can have it. You have power and authority. Edify each other. Tell somebody, edify each other. Say, edify each other. Let me give you another last. I'm a pastor. Bishop will give 3 last. I'm a pastor, so I'll give 2 last. Practice healthy value in your home. What about value are you looking for in your home? Do you know that your children and your wife, they are your company? Do you know that you are the president? When they start having company and they are CEO, and you go to their company, they are introduced, this is my father. Oh, this is the father. Do you know you become a president? Even though he's a CEO. Some of you are proud. My son is a doctor. My son is an engineer. You are laughing. But if you don't put a nice value into their life, they will disgrace you outside. They were saying something on Wednesday Bible study that a 8-year-old child in public slapped her mother. That means she has been doing it before. I will beat you. I will beat you. He slapped me, so I'll beat you. No, there's nothing wrong for your child to slap you if that's what you accept. But create value. Create what? Nice value. Many of us were great today because our parents create some value, moral in us. Let your family know, your children know that they honor elders. I know that we're talking about the teenagers. They are generation heads. Most of the time, they don't expect, they don't want pastor that they be calling pastor. They want us to be calling each other name. That's their generation. At job place, they want to be free, independent. They don't have long-term focus. They want you to just guide them and leave them to do what they want to do. That's their generation. But you have to start understanding them and start to guide them on how to be great. They don't have long span for... That's why I find that they jump from one job to another. They find that this job will pay 20,000. They move. They start tormenting them at one job. They move. They don't have time for long time. It's you that are millennial generation X. Those that are baby boomer, that you want to stay at the job for 10 years. They are not ready for 10 years job. Unless if it's your father's job and they are staying there. Understand? But place value on them. Let them understand that you have to honor, value elder. Those that are older than you. Not your parents alone. Many of you don't teach your children how to value other people. That's why the issue of racism is so high. You think that I'm better than you. No, we're the same before the Lord. Don't start pulling people down in your home. Don't let your children find that they are better than somebody. We are all equal before God. Place right value in them for them to honor God. And if you can do this, I believe, with prayer, peace of God will reign in your home. Rise up on your feet this morning. Pray to God concerning what you want God to do for you. Even as young one, you are still in school. Tell God the type of family. I know some of you have the type of life you want to live. Begin to talk to Him. Lord, I want a peaceful home. I want a peaceful family. I want a peaceful life. I want a great life. Begin to talk to God about it. Begin to talk to God about it. I want a wonderful life. Begin to talk to God about it. Into my heart.